Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. I'm trying a different style of video, so let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. I'm probably going to be a little bit more experimental in my videos from here on. I'm trying to learn how to edit and things. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about in this video were the best free-to-play headwears and what is the best free-to-play headwear, because I feel like most people think it's pretty simple, but it's actually a little more nuanced than that. So I think most people would automatically default to Banefire Demon is the best free-to-play headwear. But in my opinion, it's actually not. In fact, Banefire Demon is pretty mediocre overall compared to other headwears. So yeah, three headwears I'm going to be talking about in this video are Banefire Demon, Raccoon Girl / Boy, and Carton Mask. Honorable mention to the Candles headwear, but Candles just kind of gets like overshined, Anyways, yeah. So first up, I'm going to talk about Carton Mask, and Carton Mask is the best headwear up until 100% ignore defense. We're going to say 100% ignore defense is because depending on your class or whatever, your ignore defense might be different, but overall, you just need 100% ignore defense for your skills, your damage, your class, whatever. And up until then, ignore defense is actually the best stat. But once you go above 100% ignore defense is no longer the best stat. So it changes over time. But up until 100% ignore defense, Carton Mask is 100% the best headwear. And I think I'll have the videos playing during this. I'm not really sure. Sorry guys, I'm experimenting. Anyways, after Carton Mask kind of falls off, once you reach 100% ignore defense, the next best headwears are going to be Banefire Demon and Raccoon Girl / Boy. Now, why is the Raccoon headwear better than the Banefire? Because Raccoon headwear gives damage to boss 5%, and 5% damage to boss is just a better, more consistent stat than 8% crit damage is. Crit damage is inherently an inconsistent stat, whereas damage to boss is a very consistent stat. So just based off of that alone, damage to boss is already better, but on top of that, 5% damage to boss is actually stronger than 8% crit damage. It just is. If you guys have watched any of my old videos, I think I might have talked about it in my Discord, free footage in my Discord. I did like a test on damage to boss cards like Low Raz and River Run Swordsman compared to a card like Luna, and River Run is better than both of them because damage to boss is just that strong of a stat. So the best stat until 100% ignore defense is ignore defense, and then after 100% ignore defense is the best stat is then damage to boss, which means that the Raccoon headwear will be the best headwear from then on. And I'll probably have an example of the damage. I'm still experimenting, guys, sorry. So yeah, but I did do damage comparisons between Carton Mask once my ignore defense reached 70%, because when Ostra descending, Ostra automatically ignores 30% ignore defense. So that's why I only run 70% on the Ostra. Again, guys, build for your class. And then I did a test where I lowered my ignore defense from 76% to 71%, but changed Carton Mask with the Raccoon headwear. And then the Raccoon headwear gave me 5% damage to boss, but I lost 5% ignore defense. But as you guys can see from the videos, the damage to boss headwear performed better than the Carton Mask because my ignore defense had already reached above 100% for that skill. So therefore, I was not gaining any more damage from having that extra ignore defense on that skill. While ignore defense can be more beneficial on Ostra still up to 100%, because your warm-up skill, Killzone and Shadow Strike really aren't for damage in my personal opinion, so I don't really focus on those. Now, where does Banefire come into all this, and why does Banefire become the best, quote unquote? Banefire only becomes the best headwear once you can get 4 slots. Well, 3 slots really, but 4 slots. If you're not running 3 and 4 slots on your red headwear, it is not going to be better than Carton Mask, nor is it going to be better than the Raccoon headwear. So Banefire Demon is only good once you can support it. Once you can use the benefits of it being a red headwear, having those 3rd and 4th slots is the only times when Banefire Demon will really be able to shine and be useful. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the breakdown of the best headwears, free-to-play headwears in the game. So from early game, it'll be Carton Mask to mid to kinda late mid, early end game, it'll be the Raccoon headwear, and then late game when you get the 3rd, 3rd, and the 4th headwear slot, it'll end up being Banefire Demon. But overall, I think Banefire Demon is kind of overrated, low-key. I'm not gonna lie. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you guys think, because I'm really trying to work on this.